no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Houston Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. Fielded in the end zone. It's in goal. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the UCF Knights offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, wide open spaces. The 40. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, this offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generated an explosive play.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go with a quick touch pass. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Slams ahead. Touchdown, UCF! Great job by the back on the option.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Houston's offense will take the field for the first time. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
Punt is on its way. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Knights have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights! The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia State. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the timing just a hair off. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. Snagged in the middle. It's Weatherly. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Houston wants to play fast. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
Man, it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Wants to keep it in the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Judovsky. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A little screen to the running back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Dead center perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air on 2nd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll go back to work on offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Throws to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Judowski. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And his throw is incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Houston going up tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Weatherly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Brings up 2nd down.
They go to the ground. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Pulls it in. It's Weatherly. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. He'll pull it on the read. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Shotgun snap on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They boot it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 30. He's at the... And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, UCF! Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by just 2 over BYU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Houston wants to play fast.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They punt it away on fourth down. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The give to the tailback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Knights come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll sneak it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Knights are on the move. The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now on second down. The short hands, it's back. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw again. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long. Gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. Turning it on! They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Houston going up tempo.
3rd down coming up.
The give to the back. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down.
On to kick it away.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and look for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield, it's back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Knights with the 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run the option. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Now the play fake. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He slides that just inside the right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Unleashes one. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Hand off from the gun. And some room to work. There he goes. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Houston.
We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got 1 guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Houston, 10.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. That's caught. It's Harvey.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Houston wants to play fast.
First down for the offense.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Weatherly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Weatherly. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston first down.
Good enough for
Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Strudovsky. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work with big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
The sure hands, it's Strudovsky. Run out of bounds, they'll spot him at the 24. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
The Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession. Breaks into the open. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Rides the back on the option, the give. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Houston going up tempo.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Weatherly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Pocket breaking down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Tackled there by the defense. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets it to the back on the draw. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. They'll go to the ground. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding an escape route.
Returner brings it out to the 40.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field.
1st and 10.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Houston wants to play fast. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo, though.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Finds his tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Harvey. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Grab near the sticks. It's Harvey. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's a first down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Makes the grab. Houston going up tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Going to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Quick release by the QB. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get him across the line and pick up the first down.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Catch in the middle. It's Weatherly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10.
And that's another first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Houston wants to play fast. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Judowski. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Brings up third down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it! Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knocked him down at the 3.
Houston.
They'll send the tight end in motion. The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over BYU.
Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the catch. It's back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Rides to back and leaves it. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Completes it in the middle. And they swarm him under. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carney. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Right down the middle. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Judovsky. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The kick is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many. Turning it on! We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. Houston going up tempo.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Harvey. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
At the 36-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Just making a play. Getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Harvey.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. The lead is now back down to 9. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Off the RPO, complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. The Knights are flying down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Gonna run it. It's back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Knights send out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Weatherly. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Houston wants to play fast.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Slings it downfield. That pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And the Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Wants to throw it. Looking to get it in. He stopped just inches short. Had a good catch. Tried to get it in, but was denied.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 20, he's got space. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, UCF! Once he got some room, it was over. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.